Join me as I play my third game in FUT Champs this weekend. Previously, I'd won the first two games, so I know the third game will be tough as the ranking system matches you harder as you win more. My team was strong going into this weekend's FUT Champs, as it was team of the season, and I would improve my team replacing the whole midfield and added a winger. My starting 11 consisted of Martinez in goal, two fullbacks of Da Costa and Theo Hernandez, two centre-backs Gabriel and Sol Campbell. In midfield, I had two defensive midfielders, team of the season McAllister and Icon Hullet, and ahead of those two, Martin Erdegaard. My three attackers were Al Awaran on the right wing, on the left wing, Mateus Cunha, and up top, Samuel Eto'o. Here we are, just loading into the pre-match game, just selecting my kits, making sure the latency is good. I didn't want to play in a laggy game, but as that turned out, I didn't really have a choice. My game was lagging the whole game, as you will see in the upcoming highlights. Just waiting for the game to load now, and we'll be loading straight into the stadium. I was really looking to pick up the win in the third game, as in the previous weeks, the third game is usually you either get someone quite poor or someone really good. And in my case, I found out the latter. Straight from kickoff, a ball goes out wide. I commit the defender Da Costa, and as you can see, I've got an overlap here with two of his players. He beats Da Costa. Poor from me with Sol Campbell missing the tackle, and he scores straight away. That's 1-0 down in the first 1 minute. I'm trying to bounce back here. Erdegaard, great little run. Trying to find out an option. Pass it to Awaran, straight to Eto'o, and a low-driven shot here. Great save from the keeper. And there we have our first corner of the game. Erdegaard taking it straight to Eto'o. Running, trying to find that pass inside the box. Straight into the box, and Sol Campbell heads over. Which is a different technique I use. I usually pass it straight to the edge of the box and try and get a shot off or pass it, but I just thought Sol Campbell, big strong player. And there's Cunha just getting bodied off the ball. Unfortunately, high strength on his base card, but he couldn't match the strength of the two centre-backs there. As my opponent switches the ball, wins a flick on, straight to Bale again. I'm really struggling here to defend against Bale, as you can see. But I did just nick it off the toes of him. As Erdegaard passes to Cunha, again in the same kind of position as before. Beats his man, tries to find the passage to the box to Erdegaard, and then tries to find Al Awaran. But it's cleverly blocked from my opponent. At this point, I really did start to realise that my opponent he's very good. He doesn't, as you can see here, he takes his time, which didn't really pan out that time, but he takes his time with the ball. He's not trying to rush it. He's a very good player. As Cunha again finesses it, but it's a great save again from the keeper. In the opening 10, I had a poor start, but as you can see, I'm dominating. As Hullet misses the tackle there, plays it back to Bale, who's switching between left back and left wing. It's a very dangerous combination. I'm really struggling, but as I give away a foul there. And it's an opportunity for my opponent to get a ball into the box. See, as I said before, he's taking his time here. He's plotting, he's moving his characters to try and whip a ball in, but it's a very, very, very poor ball. As it's a goal kick for me. Straight to Hernandez. Trying to find that pass down the wing to Cunha. Great. Straight back into Erdegaard. And back to Cunha. We're trying to move up the pitch here. I play it into Eto'o, who does well just to create the ball by his feet. Under extreme pressure from the centre-back. Just trying to pass it around here, find some openings. They find Al-Awaran. Great save again from the keeper as he moves the keeper out to get forward to the ball. It's a great save. As you can see here again, he's very dominant on that left wing. He's always looking to play a ball down there. I think he knows that's my weakness, as he identified. And there's Sol Campbell again, just poor, static. And I'm relying on Martinez again to pull out a great save from a pretty poor shot. As my opponent gets another corner. This time he whips the ball in, straight to the head, poor header, and it's up to Al-Awaran to cover and pick the ball back up. Very poor pass from him though. And it comes to his attacker, cuts back inside, and again to the edge of the box with Bale. Out wide again, swings the ball in, and it's just a comfortable save for Martinez. He seems to be favouring these crosses recently. As Martinez plays a great ball out to Cunha, poor touch, and Trent bodies him off the ball. Hernandez wins it back. He's been brilliant this weekend league for me. I think a lot of people know about Hernandez as well. He's in everyone's team. He's brilliant. For a card that on paper doesn't look brilliant, he's immense. He wins everything. He's great going forward and great going at the back as well. Great challenge from Da Costa there into McAllister, trying to play it wide to Cunha. Little 1-2 with Eto'o. And he tries to flick it through, just doesn't quite get there. And it's back out to that same wing again. Switches the ball over. Hernandez just can't beat him in the air. And it's his attacker. Gabriel's going across to cover here. Scrapes the ball in, poor, straight to the edge of the box, and he's trying to look to get a shot off here. Straight to Bale. He's taking his time again. Trying to make me commit. Great little 1-2 in the box, and it's 2-0. It's 2-0. It was tiki-taka football, great from Bruno Fernandes. And I'm 2-0 down in 28 minutes. Straight from kick-off, my opponent goes again. Plays a lovely little ball through, and very nearly 3-0 as Hernandez clears. Da Costa, straight to McAllister. I'm really underneath for Kosh here. I don't think I'm playing too badly, but every time he counters, he looks dangerous. I've missed 3 or 4 shots, and he's took every single one of them so far. Great little heel chop to his winger, who tries to shoot, but Hernandez again, great covering. As he strides forward here, plays the Cunha, little 1-2 inside to Erdegaard, trying to find that through ball, and he's found him straight to Eto'o. Oh, very unlucky. Very unlucky. As my opponent breaks again, Eto'o's closing down, nearly gives away a foul. And it's Bale on that same wing, straight into midfield, but Hullit's strength. Falling over top of each other, but he managed to win it. Unfortunately, the attack did break down as it comes back to his attacker now. Just passing it around, straight to that wing. I think Hernandez has got him. There we go. Brilliant. So I throw in now. Hernandez on it straight to Cunha. Good ball into Erdegaard. Back to Eto'o. Dispossess. Good bit of midfield battling from him. Quick 1-2, and he slides the ball through, and he shoots, and Isaac's got the goal. It's 3-0 down within 37 minutes. I'm really struggling here to manage his attack. As Eto'o breaks, midfield is so strong from him. He's got 2 big players. But here's Cunha on the finesse. Great goal. We're back in the game now, 3-1. Very back and forth for me and him, which is just the way FIFA is nowadays. But Hernandez trying to get back onto it. Poor pass into Eto'o as McAllister tries to win it back. I'm just getting dominated in the midfield here, as you can see. I'm very much reliant on my centre-backs to keep going and winning the ball back. As Cunha breaks a break forward here, just can't get the pass off to Eto'o. My opponent breaks again. Good pass into midfield. Still 3-1 down here as we approach half-time. But as you know in FIFA, a 2-0 scoreline is very dangerous. The momentum can swing and move back in the game. As he progresses forward here to my box, Isaac again. Great little feet. Oh, it's very close to 4-1. Very close. I'm just praying for half-time here. As I go short to Da Costa, straight down the wing to Oloaran. Good ball from Hullit into Erdegaard. Great little build-up here. Tiki-taka. I'm very much using the tiki-taka play style here to make sure these passes go to the players I want. As there's 1 minute of additional time here, we're just trying to get to the break. And great challenge from Hernandez. We're just winding down the clock here, just trying not to concede just before half time. As his winger goes down the line, tries to cut it back, but Hernandez is all over him. Great defending. Playing it around the box again. Great little turn. Sol Campbell's there. Oh, just poor from Da Costa, and it's out for half time. Such a poor half for me, but it's been the case all FUT Champs. I conceded early during the first 2 games, but managed to pull it back. I just couldn't deal with the midfield. His attackers, Isaac, he's got a very strong team. As we tried to go back into the game, I'm not trying to make any substitutions yet. Maybe Al-Awai ran later for Saka, as you can see on the screen now. He's not doing too much. He's passing. He's got no real play styles. He's not really affecting the game as we kick off the second half here. We're trying to get an early goal, make it 3-2, and see where we can go from there. But again, good little wing play. I feel like I'm committing Hernandez a bit too much and Da Costa and my 2 fullbacks. I'm not really judging the play of the game. I'm rushing them out. I need to take my time more as Hullit comes forward here. A new addition straight to Cunha. His other new addition. Lucky there. Poor shot from Eto'o. Very poor pass. He had all the time in the world there to take a turn, maybe finesse it into the top corner, but his pass is just a bit wayward as there's a bit of lag here, which I've been noticing, especially in the second half. As my opponent comes forward. Great pass again. Trying to find Isaac. Good defending from Gabriel. Into Hullit out wide. Good strength from Alawaran. Da Costa just loses out there to Bale. And there's a break on here for my opponent. Lucky pass inside. Great control though as he moves forward. My team defensive is back into shape now, as you can see. Straight to Cunha, trying to find Eto'o on the overlap. There he goes. And can he beat his man? He can. Very good goal. Straight, not selfish, straight to Alawaran for a simple finish, and it's 3-2. Back in the game with about 45 minutes left to play. 3-2 down now. We can definitely get back into the game. We're looking stronger, very quick and precise football as we win the ball back here. Erdegaard, great turn, great strength. Unlucky with the pass, but managed to find it second time to Cunha. As we go through to Eto, very poor ball. He was never going to win the ball in the air against a big, strong centre back like he has. Very much fan of the switch my opponent was, which I wasn't used to. I hadn't seen a player switching the ball as much as he had. But he was creating opportunities. He was making me pull out my fullback to try and win the header. And if I didn't, there was his fullback was overlapping, so it'd be a constant 2-on-1. As he gets the ball to the edge of the box here, great turn to Isaac. Good finesse, good save from Martinez. Just didn't get the power on it there to beat my keeper. Poor from Da Costa, but he does win it back. He's playing on 2 chemistry, so I have noticed a difference between, since I've changed my team up, with him being on 2 chemistry, he loses some kinds of stats, which can see his performance drop as he tries to bomb forward here. Poor again as it comes to midfield. McAllister nearly wins a header, which would have set up a great counter-attack. But now my opponent's on the front foot here, as you can see. He's taking his time, trying to find Bale, and he's found him. Just on the edge of the box here, will he shoot? Sol Campbell's coming across to Isaac, and it's very unselfish. Great play, tore me apart limb from limb. As Bruno Fernandes gets his second goal of the game, it's going to be really hard here in the last 20 minutes to try and pull back 2 goals, as my opponent is very, very strong. Yeah, nothing we could do about that goal, really. It was just so fluid as McAllister wins the ball back, gives it to Fernandes. But he's blocking every time I pass the ball, he's there. He's in the back of me trying to win the ball back. And he's just very, as you can see there, very effective. But luckily we get the ball back. Good pass from Erdegaard into Eto. Just hasn't got the pace to beat these team and these centre-backs. Erdegaard nearly wins it back there. Nearly gets into Alawaran for a quick break. But he moves forward again. My opponent does. Beats Hernandez. And I think it's Trent now on the ball. Trying to find Isaac. He's found him. But Isaac unselfishly plays the ball back into Fernandes. Great turn from Isaac as he tries to fire away a shot, but it's a good block again. Good recovery from Fernandes. Bale into midfield again. Isaac couldn't find that same turn as he did before. Great block from Gabriel. There's Cunha. Seemed to be a bit of a foul there as I played the ball, but apparently not. Ball goes skewed, and it's straight back to my opponent. Again, Trent trying to use those avenues down the wing. Trying to exploit the 2-on-1, but it's good defending again from Fernandes. But we're not really in the game in this part of the game, as you can tell. It's very much dog eats dog. Not a lot of football being played, just kind of scrappy. Ball being lost, giving it straight back to the opponents. Hullet tries to find a through ball to Alawaran. To Eto, great finish. Good unselfish play. And that's 2 goals for Eto and 2 assists for Alawaran. We're only 1 goal behind here with 15 left to play. I really did at this point think we can get something here. At least take an extra time and try and force penalties. Maybe like get a cheeky little win. Even though it probably wasn't deserved. My opponent was a lot better than me in this game. As he tries to find Isaac again. I'm really struggling to compete with Isaac. He's quick, he's strong, he's tall. He's got that body type in FIFA, which is very desirable. That's probably why his card's about 15 million in the market. He's very, very hard to mark. He's got all the great play styles, finesse, quick step. And my opponent's taking full advantage here. Isaac again tries to go around the keeper, but great save from Martinez. As you can see, I pause here. As I mentioned before, take Alawaran off, put Saka on. I'm trying to really use that finesse shot. It's very, very broken in this game. If you can get a finesse shot on a good angle, 9 times out of 10 it goes in. And Alawaran just doesn't have that trait, but Saka does. So I'm trying to get a sneaky goal here. A little finesse against the run of play. Just try and get back into the game. As my opponent switches his team as well. Again, great ball to the edge of the box as Rodgers replaced by Rashford. Great save from Martinez. And George Best is coming on for Lauren James on the wing for my opponent. Again, beats me on the corner. Not much I could do, but he runs into the keeper, surprisingly. I thought he would have played it back or at least tried to square my shot off, but it's very lucky for me there as the keeper rolls out to Hernandez, but he's got just the time just to take it off his feet. Here we are approaching nearly the last 5 minutes of the game as Cunha tries to dribble it past him, nowhere through. Hernandez chip ball through, but he just can't get on the end of it. Cunha can't. Bodied out by the opponent's fullback. Cunha has been quite poor this game. I know he scored a goal, but he wasn't very strong. He didn't really get into the game very much. Like, he scored a great goal, but he didn't really affect the game very much. I mean, before the game, he had about 33 and 30 for me. Great little pull from a pack, but This game, he wasn't in the game at all. I think that was down to my opponent being strong defensively, and he just couldn't capitalise as Gabriel wins the ball back here. Gives it to Hernandez. Really need to get forward at this point. It's 87 on the clock, 88 now, and we still need a goal. As I try and find Saka, first touch into Hullet, back to Saka. Great little flick over the opponent's head as I win a foul. Free kick here right on my halfway, and I'll try and get back in. Played it short to Sol Campbell. Very poor pass from me. Didn't even look. Sol Campbell trying to win it back, and my opponent's just going to keep the ball here. About 1 minute of added time left. He's going to keep the ball, waste time, goes long, and that is a game. 4-3 loss, probably deserved. Poor from me. Couldn't get forward, couldn't defend. Deserved loss. As we go into the post-match screen here, you can see 2 wins, 1 loss. 12 games left in the team of the season FUT Champs.